What's happening, everybody? Mystery Man Motivation coming at you with another video. And we're here on December 31st, 2020, moving into 2021 of the new year. And I want you all to reflect on something. I want you all to just think of everything we've had to experience and witness in 2020. If you were here in 2020, you were aware in 2020. A lot of people have woken up in 2020. A lot of things have happened in the world in 2020. But now we're moving into a new year. You know, we just had December 21st with the new spiritual realm awakening, the new level of energy that's hit the universe. For all the people who were thinking, you know, I'm gonna get superpowers and this and that, pretty much what the Mayans predicted about, you know, what would happen December 21st, 2020. So now we're moving into the new year, 2021. We're on December 31st. And I want you all to reflect on life. What is life to you? When you hear life, what do you think of? You know, if you ask a lot of people, they will tell you that the meaning of life is accomplishing goals and finding your purpose, which I agree with to a certain degree. Life does contain accomplishing things, going for your purpose. So you have to ask yourself, if I'm not going for my purpose, am I really, you know, following what my heart is, what life is all about? And I would say finding goals and finding your purpose is only a small portion of it. You know, I wouldn't settle for that. You know, you may find happiness in going for what you want in life, but I think life is all about peace. Reaching your fullest potential in your mind is more of the spiritual thing. Reaching the fullest potential in your mind and then reaching a level of peace, finding self-peace. Peace to me is more important than happiness. A lot of people say, find happiness, find happiness, find happiness. If I go for what I want in life, if I accomplish my goals, I'm going to be happy. Yeah, happiness is temporary. And I don't think happiness should necessarily be pursued, but happiness comes as a result of doing something that makes you happy. Happiness is temporary. What I want you guys to focus on as far as the meaning of life is finding peace of mind. Because peace of mind is a state that's more consistent than happiness. Happiness comes in doses. You're happy one day, you're sad another day. You're happy one moment, you're upset the one next moment. You're happy one moment, you're mad the next moment. So I want you to focus on peace, because peace will be here whether you're happy or not. If you're faced with a circumstance that's hard, like let's say you lose a loved one, for someone who's not at peace, they're going to take that much harder. They're not going to be able to deal with it as well as somebody who has peace of mind, who understands that this happens, this comes with life. We're going to lose everybody that's around us, and one day we're going to die. But if you're at peace with that, you can deal with that circumstance. You can deal with anything that comes your way. So the meaning of life in my terms, and if I had to give a definition, is finding peace with who you are. Reaching your fullest potential in your mind that gives you joy. Joy is a consistent thing. You're in a state of joy. Happiness is little doses. Joy is ongoing. Peace of mind is an ongoing process. Find peace of mind. So somebody might say, okay, how do you find peace of mind? We're going to get into that. You have to understand that you have to look at life as being more than a physical person. You're physical being, yes, but that's not who you are. That's just a part of what you are. You're a living soul with a temporary physical experience. Life is all about mastering the soul, mastering the mind. You can't see the mind, but it's functioning all the time. Focus on what you can't see. You can see the physical body. The physical body is going to reflect what you've been putting in to your spirit, what you've been putting into your mind, what you've been putting into your soul. So for example, you can go to the gym and lift weights, right? But what does it take to get to the gym? It takes your mind. It takes a level of discipline to consistently be working out, building muscle, eating right. So it takes the mastery of the mind to master the physical body. If you didn't have any discipline, any motivation, you wouldn't be working out consistently. You wouldn't be eating right all the time. So therefore, you wouldn't have the body that you desire. But if you master the mind first, you'll have the motivation, you'll have the discipline, you'll have the willpower to consistently work out, to consistently eat the right foods, feed your body the right minerals. But without that, you're just going to look any kind of way. You're not going to feel better. When you eat better, you feel better. So mastering the mind, reaching a peace of mind is what's most important. You know, people tend to focus on the physical realm, the physical. Yes, the physical is important, but the physical is just a byproduct of what's going on the inside. If you don't like the circumstances that you're in, you have to change what's on the inside. If you don't like the circumstances around you, change what's going on the inside of you. So that's my message. Moving into the new year, what are you going to do better? How are you going to go about life? What is the meaning of life to you? I want you all to tell me in the comment section, what does life mean to you? What is the meaning of life to you? When you hear someone say they lived a great life, what does that mean to you? You know, because we all have our own interpretations of what it is that life is all about. So going into 2021, I want you all to meditate. I want you all to focus on who you are, reaching a peace of mind. Don't worry about happiness so much. Being happy is fun, but it's not ongoing. Being happy is a temporary thing. So as you go on into 2021, I want you to manifest your desires. And I'm not a big fan of the word desire, but for the sake of conversation, I'm going to use that. Whatever it is that you desire in life, I want you to manifest it by mastering your mind. Take time out to meditate. Take time out to treat yourself better. Take time out to love others. Take time to focus on love. Life is a big pool of a lot of different components. And each day we're picking at different components in this pool. You know, life is like a big body of water with different fish in it. Each day you're fishing for something else. You're fishing for a new fish. You're fishing for a new trout. One day you're fishing for a bass. You're fishing for different things. So find out for the day what it is that you have to constantly do to better yourself in this life. And then once you figure that you got that master, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because what you do in the present is going to determine the future. Someone said, present was the term. What is the saying? Present actions form future trends. So what you're doing on a consistent basis builds up over time, and it forms exactly who and what you become. So with that being said, Happy New Year to everybody. Focus on what life means to you and better that life. Focus on the mind, mastering the mind. Focus on getting your mental on point, reaching peace of mind. A lot of other things in life will come as a result. So focus on peace of mind. Don't focus so much on happiness. Focus on peace. With that being said, Mystery Man Motivation, I'm out.